Hello again, secret streamers. It's time for another thrilling episode on Secret Stream. Let's dive right in. Could it be that Katt Williams has unveiled Shannon Sharpe's practice of prepping his interviews and embellishing the truth? If you are under the impression that the sit-down between Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams was a bridge to a newfound friendship, you might want to reconsider. Far from being allies, a rift has emerged between them. The contention began days ago with Shannon Sharpe pointing the finger at Katt Williams, accusing him of derailing his life and career by alleging that Katt's participation on his show deterred esteemed guests. Katt Williams, known for not taking things lightly, is making Shannon face the consequences. Katt is now revealing some unsettling truths about Shannon, labeling him as deceptive. The question arises, is Shannon Sharpe manipulating his guests into dishonesty? The drama at Club Shay Shay seems to be escalating. It's as though Wendy Williams has merely taken a hiatus. 2 months have passed since Katt Williams' groundbreaking interview, which continues to be a hot topic in the industry, amassing over 60 million views on YouTube and becoming a viral sensation. You'd think by now, the dust would have settled, but that's far from the case. The backlash against Katt persists. And now Shannon Sharpe finds himself in the crosshairs, accused of being the catalyst for the ongoing turmoil. Katt is not one to watch his reputation be tarnished without a fight, and he's hitting back at Shannon. The entire debacle was set into motion the instant the podcast aired, creating an explosive situation. Initially, Katt Williams faced the majority of the backlash, particularly from his peers in the comedy and entertainment world. His candid revelations regarding certain celebrities, notably comedians, did not sit well with many, perceived as airing their dirty laundry and causing discomfort among his fellow African-American comedians. This led to significant uproar, with some interpreting Katt's directness as veiled animosity, possibly stemming from his own career challenges. Cedric the Entertainer was among the first to feel the sting of Katt's critique. Katt forthrightly accused Cedric of borrowing jokes from others, challenging his originality. "Your denial lacks substance," Katt asserted. "Your act closely mirrored my material previously aired on television, raising questions about your originality." Katt further criticized Cedric for not crafting his own material, relying instead on the creativity of others. "Your claims to stardom, undermined by a lack of originality. Your specials, missing from leading streaming platforms, highlight this fact," Katt remarked. Cedric, in response, took to social media to defend his career, countering Katt's claims by emphasizing his extensive contributions to the industry. Kevin Hart, too, entered the fray, disparaging Katt with a biting remark that likened him to a circus misfit. However, Katt's rebuttal to Kevin was equally sharp, casting doubt on the authenticity of Kevin's celebrated persona and accomplishments. Katt's critique on Club Shay Shay seemed to be a form of retribution for Kevin's earlier dismissive stance towards his extensive commentary in a previous interview. Kevin's lack of response to Katt's detailed exposition was seen as a silent endorsement of the unfolding spectacle. "Kevin, your silence in the face of Katt's elaborate narrative was notable. Were you merely an observer to the unfolding drama?" The exchange between Katt and the comedians he called out resembled a verbal duel, with sharp barbs traded freely. However, amidst this exchange, Shannon Sharpe's lack of response was conspicuous. He remained a silent observer as Katt faced a volley of criticism, offering no defense or attempt to mitigate the criticism. But as the saying goes, what goes around comes around, and Shannon now finds himself embroiled in the controversy he once observed from afar. Caught in the eye of the storm, Shannon is now engaged in a fervent battle to reclaim his standing, with the comment sections of his platforms turning into battlegrounds, and victory seems elusive. Recall when I highlighted that initially it was Katt who felt the brunt post his explosive revelations. Fast forward to the present, and it's Shannon who's under scrutiny. The shift in focus came after his explosive dialogue with Monique, who didn't hold back in her criticism of Tyler Perry, Oprah, and even touched on personal family matters. This incident led many to accuse Shannon of fanning the flames of controversy among the comedic community. His platform is now seen as a ground for comedians to indirectly attack each other, often without a chance for the accused to counter the claims. The situation has undoubtedly become complex. Dave Chappelle was among the first to voice his discontent with Shannon and Katt's actions, questioning, "What's the rationale here? You've overlooked others while tarnishing our own. Katt, with your remarkable talent, why the negativity? It's known that pain begets pain, yet I've chosen not to perpetuate this cycle." They've also highlighted the damaging impact on the communal livelihood, challenging Katt, "Your actions, do they not harm our collective welfare? What justifies undermining one of our own?" Following Dave's intervention, the spotlight turned to Shannon's involvement in these controversies. Many speculated whether his intent was to stir up drama for the sake of increased viewership. The strategy seemed effective. The sensational interviews with Katt and Monique skyrocketed in popularity, becoming some of the most watched content on Shannon's platform. It's undeniable that controversy attracts attention, and while I personally find such drama captivating, it's clear not everyone is amused. D.L. Hughley didn't hesitate to express his dissatisfaction, criticizing Shannon for the chaotic environment his platform has embraced and for allowing unfounded allegations to be aired unchecked. The atmosphere at Club Shay Shay seems to have devolved into a spectacle of sorts, reminiscent of the drama typically associated with Wendy Williams, who, metaphorically speaking, appears to have merely taken a brief pause. Monique's appearance on the show and the subsequent fallout further complicated matters, especially when Mike Epps added fuel to the fire with his accusations during the comedy set. He insinuated that Shannon had desperately sought his presence on Club Shay Shay, a claim he later retracted, admitting to reaching out to Shannon himself for a potential appearance. This revelation only added layers to the already convoluted narrative, with Mike even alluding to potential violence as a resolution to their dispute. This dramatic turn of events, from accusations to admissions and threats of violence, paints a chaotic picture of the current state of affairs, with lines blurred between entertainment, personal vendettas, and professional integrity. Shannon was not about to ignore the challenge. He returned fire in a new live session, denouncing Mike as driven by jealousy and spite. "And so I confronted Mike. Explain to me, what joy do you find in tarnishing my name? Imagine if I made a disparaging remark about your family. Would that sit well with you? Certainly not. Then why should slander disguised as humor be acceptable?" Shannon argued, highlighting the thin line between jest and malice, observing a trend where jealousy and envy are veiled as humor. Truth be told, Mike was not seeking a confrontation with Shannon. Given Shannon's formidable presence, a remnant of his NFL days, it's understandable why Mike might reconsider. However, the narrative took an unexpected turn when Mace and Cameron waded into the dispute, mocking Shannon for considering a physical altercation at his age. This only intensified the drama, thinking of engaging in a fight. That seems wise. At our age, we're beyond such physical contests. You're focused on your fitness, I see. Continue with your regimen. The tension escalated as Shannon, feeling cornered by the mounting criticism, directed his frustration towards Mace. "It seems everyone has an opinion now," Shannon noted. "But consider this, my tenure with Club Shay Shay is nearing 4 years, and suddenly everyone, even a pastor who's now seemingly embraced a more secular stance, has something to say." Mace, unfazed, countered by questioning Shannon's demeanor, particularly towards his own community, suggesting a double standard in his responses based on race. "You approach me with aggression, yet you've shown nothing but respect and restraint towards others. Why does your demeanor shift so drastically when dealing with your own?" Mace's observation struck a chord, echoing Dave Chappelle's earlier critique of Shannon and Katt's tendency to single out their peers while sparing others. This inconsistency in their approach raised questions about their intentions and fairness. In an intriguing turn, Shannon shifted the blame onto Katt, suggesting he was the puppet master behind the controversial interview. Shannon maintained that he was merely playing his role as the host, posing questions based on Katt's narrative. This development paints a complex picture, with Shannon feeling victimized for merely performing his duties, while the spotlight, perhaps unjustly, falls on him. Katt, known for his resilience in the face of criticism, remained unshaken. He refuted Shannon's attempts to deflect blame, insisting on his authenticity and the validity of his statements. Katt's stance is clear. He owns his words and actions, refusing to let Shannon attribute the fallout solely to him. This saga has sparked varied reactions from the audience, with some suggesting that Shannon's platform has devolved into a spectacle rather than a forum for meaningful dialogue. Critics argue that Shannon's willingness to entertain such controversial content has compromised the integrity of the show, turning it into a source of sensationalism rather than substance. Join us again on Secret Stream for more intriguing developments. Remember, while we cherish our secrets, sharing is the essence of our community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and spread the word about our secret haven. Until we meet again, stay curious and take care, dear secret streamers. The secret's out for now, but there's always more to uncover in our next episode.